you know what to do already. If you want to clap your hands, clap your hands. If you want to jump up and down, jump up and down. This is all yours. Make sure you breathe and step, breathe and step. Right, just deep in sesh.
Hello, I hope you can hear me okay, because I had some mic problems. It decided to fall off the stand, because earlier this week, Whiskers decided to walk into, well, she nudges the mic generally just to, you know, just get some purchase, but she nudged it a bit too hard once, and it ended up falling out of the of the mic cradle. So it's a bit kind of it might just fall on its own volition later on. We'll find out. This is why I've got it slightly lower than I normally would, just so that I'm lessening the impact if it does fall. Welcome. This is the Million Doot Drop. I didn't actually change the doofer. And yes, everyone that's new here, this is indeed an extension-based, so Twitch-based extension. So if you need access and you have not been given access before, let Scorecat or Matt the Ref in chat know, or let me know directly, and I will add you to the list. Currently, you can play on desktop. It will appear as a video component in the video window on desktop mode, and if you're on Android, you should also be able to play from it on your Android phone. Unfortunately, I have not gotten around to setting it up with iOS yet, but that will happen in the future. So we have we've got Catnip Fields that needs access. Let's just add Catnip. Now the problem is that I've got to be careful, because I can only add up to 50 people in total, and I'm already up to quite a big number, but we'll see how it goes. Ninja Warrior Boy, I did just add you. Alone Otaku, and thank you for the follow as well, Alone Otaku. Presuming that's the correct one with 2 U's on the end. Coolio, let's add Coolio. Is that 1, 2, 3? 1, 2, 2, 3 even. There's a second 2 in there. Coolio 1, 2, 2, 3. You might not see it immediately. I need to press the save button at some point, but I'll do that in a moment. TJ Nayland needs it. Okay, TJ Nayland is that one. Who else needs it? Super Patrick, no C, TV10, is it? Just want to make certain that's the right one. Yep, looks like it is. We also have Elmeister. The Elmeister, I can see you. Elmeister needs access. Anybody else need access that I have not said their name so far? The Panda needs access. Of course he does. Elias the Panda needs some access. Who else was it? Mon Ami as well. Mon Ami. Was there any suffix to that? It was 42 on the end. Mon Ami 42. Alone Otaku, Ninja Warrior Boy. Silent Marine 0 I need to add as well. When I get around to actually properly publishing this extension, which, given the current global situation, I could probably set it up to do it, because I need to have the stream up and live while the Twitch staff approve it. So it'd have to be in sort of like a 24-hour mode, which I could easily do. So that might happen sooner rather than later. As soon as that happens, or we actually get a published version, then I don't have to go through this malarkey at all. It's only because it's in developer mode that I have to add you separately. Who else did I not catch? Did I not catch anyone? Not a jumble of numbers. I'm going to just make certain you're on the list as well. Not a jumble of numbers, you are now on the list. I'm going to hit the save changes button. So all those people that I've just added, you may need to refresh the stream, or you may just have to wait like 15-20 seconds, and it should appear in the video component window on the sort of the middle right of the video component window. There should be a little doofer. You click the little doofer button, and you should then be able to pop out the extension. Hopefully it all makes sense. Malarkey is a great word. I haven't said hello to everyone either. Let me just quickly do... You know what? I'll do that while I have the lobby open. So let's open up the lobby. Hopefully, those that can join the game should now be able to see a join game button. So hit that, and you'll be able to join the game. And you'll know it'll work because you'll see yourself on screen. Let's say hello to everyone in chat. Hello there, oh my god, it's so far back. The chat history is already disappearing. So Cetra, hello. K Prather, Steve, Gatekeeper, Matt the Ref, Dupliss, Score Count, Samster, K Prather, Alona Taku, Connor. Who else is there? Ninja Warrior Boy, Shadowmane, Not Jumble, El Meister, Mon Ami, Sofira. Hello there. No idea what this is, but I heard people coming over here from another stream, so figured out. Oh, right, were you over on the Trivia Flash stream? Well, welcome. And Panda, hello, the Panda. Who else was there? Who else? There's Catnip and Drahusko, if I'm not said Drahusko already. Tipster, hello, the Tipster. Coolio, TJ Nayland, Super Patrick. Oh my goodness, loads of names. We're up to 52 viewers apparently. That's pretty good going. Thank you very much everyone for tuning in. Sophia, do you need access or do you not? Hello there, Big Daddy Zoom as well, and Lupine1, welcome. Big Daddy Zoom, you need access, do you? Alright, let me quickly add you to the list. Big Daddy Zoom. That looks like the right one. Big Daddy Zoom. Who else needs access? Did TJ Nayland? I believe I added TJ Nayland. Yes, TJ Nayland is on the list. Anybody else? What thing do you click? Yeah, admittedly, I need to have some tutorial on this in the future, but it's a bit difficult because I kind of have to have someone on the list to be able to see it because it's a developer mode extension. And also, with it being in developer mode as well, things may break. What I say is, when you are in the game, try to avoid refreshing the stream if possible. Because it may not persist your state across reload of the extension. Just haven't gotten around to implementing that yet. It's a hell of a lot of effort to have to go through that. But hey, again, with the current global situation, I might find time to do that at some point. And thank you, Sophia, for helping out with helping people get to where they need to. How many we got up on here? We've got 26 players currently on the drop list. And all of the game will be played through Extinction exactly. If you're on mobile, you should be able to see some... Well, even if you're not on mobile, if you've got it and you're signed in, you should see a message similar to that. I'm currently logged in so I can test that everything's still going. Technically, I can play because I don't actually see the answers ahead of time. Yeah, there's 50 people currently watching. Welcome if you are watching. As I said, there is actually a limit of 50 players or 50 names that I can have on the whitelist at any given time, I believe. And that's just because it's developer mode and they want to restrict access, that kind of thing. But you don't have to play with the extension. You can just feel free to watch and just sort of play along with your own million doots. Like if you've got some tokens or something you want to get out, you've got some coins or something that you can substitute as 25,000 doot stacks, then by all means you can play just play physically at home, just not... Yes, you know what I mean. The extension got booked. It doesn't say get ready to play. What does it actually say, Shadowmane? Ninja Warrior Boy. Well, you should already be on the list, Ninja Warrior Boy. I can't do much else other than that. Yeah, you're definitely on the list. So if it's on the if you're on the list, then you're on the list. So there's not much else I can do now. That says it's fixed. Oh, cool. You've got the same blank screen. We'll just try a refresh and see what happens. As I say, it's all in sort of debugging mode, and I don't know if we've had this many players playing at once as well, so we might be stress testing the system quite heavily tonight. Hopefully it will all work okay, but we have had problems in the past with 1 versus 100 extension. I just hope it all will go through okay. If it doesn't work for you, I don't know what I can do. Oh, it's worked for Matt the Ref with a refresh, so hopefully a refresh is all you'll need to deal with it. And yeah. Thank you for the follows earlier, by the way, by Trivia Girl and also Silver Dream Machine. Now, the reason I know the name Silver Dream Machine because that is the name that my father gives to his motorhome. So, hello, dear father. Thank you for the follow. I promoted my streaming stuff on Facebook. I hardly do any stuff on Facebook, but I just decided, given we're all we're all kind of isolating now, and we need to have some stuff to tide us over during the evenings. So I decided to send a message out over there and got a bit of traction. I don't know if he's actually watching right now, but he did follow yesterday. So if you are Dad, then hello, and also Mum, you're probably watching if Dad's watching at the same time. And anyone else in my my sort of external friend circle over on Facebook, then you're more than welcome. Just don't say too much about who I really am because I'd rather, I'd rather not have my personal details leaked. We're up to 30 players with the million doot drop, and hopefully it'll all work. Hello there, Mr. Buzzer Bob. You can catch a stream. Buzzer Bob, do you want access to the extension? Because I could give you access to the extension. Go to local test access. Let's give Mr. Buzzer Bob some access. Buzzer Bob, you now have some Twitch extension access. Hopefully. I'm not called AT Bash. I'm just giving you access, Buzzer Bob. Hopefully it will appear on the video component window, or if you're on Android, you should also be able to play it on your Android phone through the Twitch app. Doesn't support iOS currently. That's a thing I need to get around to doing at some point. But Natty Tom, I won't do this for too much longer because we do want to actually get the game going. But yes, I'll add you quickly, Natty Tom. Access, give access to Natty Tom 501. And you are now on the list, Natty Tom, and that is some bits.
It's time to apply the laws of physics to this game show and drop those doots.
I'd love that kind of pregnant pausing between drop those doots. Thank you for the 100 bits there, Shadowman. Greatly appreciated. Are you in, Buzzbob? You are in. Beautiful. So, yeah, all of your gameplay will exist in that particular extension window, however you're currently playing it. Just a quick word before you do start. You will have a million doots to play with, and each question there will be up to 4 possible answers. As we go further in the game, there will be fewer answers to pick from. You must always leave one drop zone clear, so you can't cover all of the answers at all times, but you must move all of your money in the time allotted. So if you've got a million doots to start with, you must move that million doots across a multitude of answers, but you can't cover all of the answers. And another tip for those playing on the extension, you can hold the plus and hold the minus buttons when they appear to add more money quickly rather than having to tap, tap, tap. Because if you tap, tap, tap and do like a double click, then it opens the window to full screen, which is no good. So there's some insider knowledge just before you do start playing. Is the way to enlarge the extension window. At the moment, not Coolio. Again, that's a thing I need to add at some point. And I also potentially need to do a panel version of it that works alongside the video component one. Anyway, there's stuff that I need to do. Haven't gotten around to doing it because time. Time is a cruel mistress. And we're up to 32 players, which is crazy. Yeah, same goes to the final question. When we get to just 2 possible answers, you must still leave one drop zone clear. So you're basically moving all your money onto one answer. But more on that in the meantime. We need to pick a featured player who will guide us through our current game, and we'll pick the 2 categories for each question. Who will be our featured player this evening? Ape Minky, you are our featured player. And what I'm going to do is, if you would like to, Ape, to make it a bit better, just to improve the stream. If you want to do voice, then feel free to drop into the stream voice channel on Discord. For some reason, I can't move Quizbot to the... Oh, there we go. Quizbot can move to the right channel. There we go. We have an Ape. Ape, hello there.
Hello.
how are you doing this, well, I guess afternoon for you?
Yeah, doing fine. How about yourself?
Yeah, pretty good, pretty good. I've put a few additional features very quickly into the game display version, not on the extension. The extension is exactly as it was the last time you've played. But I've added some new features. I wonder if it'll all work, because I've only tested it with one person so far, and we currently have 32 players. So all sorts of stuff could happen.
Crossed, yeah.
Things could happen. But you're aware of how this game works, aren't you, Ape?
Oh, yeah. Don't embarrass myself. That's my number one rule.
So this being a slightly tweaked version of the original game, Ape is going to be the one to choose the categories to choose from for each of the questions until, of course, Ape drops out and loses all of their remaining money. Then it will re-pick someone else if there is still someone to pick. But you can play your own game alongside, and it will keep track of that all along the game, and we'll see how well you do versus everybody else. So if you're all ready, you have 1 million doots in your account, which you should be able to see. Like I've got 1 million doots down here somewhere. There it is, 1 million doots. And Ape, let's pick a category. Please pick from music or TV and film.
Ooh, those are both good for me, but I don't know. Let's start with music, please.
Yeah, music goes really well with with our particular community, but music you have picked. And the 4 possible answers in the music category are: Panic at the Disco, Worry at the Rave, Concern at the Party, Fear at the Nightclub. And the question is this: I Write Sins, Not Tragedies was a 2006 hit for which band? Question should now appear on your extension. Start moving your money.
All right. A fun starting question. I like this.
If you're on mobile, you do need to tap the buttons. Unfortunately, the hold doesn't work on the mobile, but hopefully it should all work for you. You should get given some doots at some point. And yes, there is now a lower third for those that know that term. And you will see there are some additional features when other stuff happens.
I'm just going to play with my money until I need to move it.
Well, I would leave about a 5-second leeway just in case, due to it needing to submit your cash values. So don't go crazy.
Fair enough.
I wouldn't be so blasé with the cash, because, you know, it's 1 million doots.
That is. That's a lot of dukes in this economy.
You do not need to confirm, just move it and it will send it automatically. Just so long as you do it within the time allotted, which it should send. And that is it. So, Ape, you have decided to place your entire 1 million doots on Panic at the Disco. There's an additional graphic feature I can now show. Hopefully it will tot everything up properly. Let's see where the entire audience that is currently playing have placed their money. We have 29.275 million doots on Panic at the Disco, 1.075 million on Concern at the Party, 300k on Worry at the Rave, and 75k at Fear at the Nightclub.
That's super fancy, by the way.
That is nice, isn't it? It's just so good. We have 29 million doots on Panic at the Disco. So, let's see what's going to drop. Fear at the Nightclub is gone. Concern at the Party is gone. And Worry at the Rave is gone. The correct answer is Panic at the Disco. Let's move all your money back. And now you should now see a leaderboard on your extension and also on screen here. El Meister, you bottomed out. You've already gotten rid of all your 1 million doots. Super Patrick, you got 75k left. Silent Marine, you got 200k left. And then everybody else, you still have your opening 1 million intact. Oh dear. Oh boy. And also you should now be able to see on the screen, it colours people differently if they are in the game or out of the game. Elmeister might have had a problem. You wasn't sure you were supposed to answer. Oh, well, if the question appears on your extension, you need to answer it, Elmeister. If you don't move your money, it's not going to do anything. So that'll be why that happened. Any case, we still have 31 players in. And Ape, you still have your 1 million doots intact. We go to question number 2. Question number 2, you could pick from the following: history or food and drink.
Ooh, if we're gonna do easy questions, I need easy history. I'm not good at history, so let's do that, please.
Go for history. History it is. 4 possible answers in the history category are: Iron Curtain, zinc drapes, copper screen, lead blinds. The question is this: what term is used to refer to the Cold War era boundary in Europe between US-aligned NATO members and USSR-aligned Warsaw Pact countries? Time to start moving your money.
All right.
We'll start with some nice, easy questions to make certain everyone can use the system okay. Hello there, Toshi, welcome. All of these items available from your local Marks & Spencer. No, I'm not selling out that much. Now, surely these would be from Wilco's, if anything, not Marks & Spencer. Or B&Q, that kind of stuff. I'm going to take a sip of some lemonade. Stream's so choppy. I don't know if it's offering transcode options at the moment. It isn't, so sorry, I can't do much about that. We've got 15 seconds left. Well, if you've given it enough time, hopefully it should all move, Gatekeeper. It's time. 8 Minky, you've put all your million doots on Iron Curtain. Let's see how our audience have done. So, again, the majority of the audience, 27.675 million doots on Iron Curtain. Then we've got a split on the rest, 650k on zinc drapes, 775k on lead blinds, and 250k on copper screen. Let's see what's going to drop. Now, the questions are only easy if you know the answer. That's a catchphrase from another game show, but anyway. Let's see what's going to drop. It's not copper screen. It's not zinc drapes. It's not lead blinds. The correct answer is the Iron Curtain. 27.675 million dukes still left in play. Let's move the money back. And TJ Nayland is now out. Super Patrick, you're on 75k. Samster, you're on 75k. I'm guessing you did join late and it allowed you to use the minimum amount that was still left in play. I guess that's how that worked. Silent Marine, you're on 200k. Daz, you're on 325k. And then everybody else, the top 27, you're still on a million K. A million K? No, a million doots. A million K would be a lot. Be a billion in the short billion form. Right. Iron Curtain didn't sound right. Well, unfortunately, Iron Curtain was the right answer. That would be a billion dukes. Yeah, I know. And in this game, technically, I could extend it to go into billions and trillions and that, but it'd be a bit messy. So, Ape, you are still 1 million dukes in, and you have 6 questions left to go. Tips to ask if we could refresh between questions if needed. Difficult. It's a difficult one. You have to time it correctly. If you don't time it the wrong time, if don't time it the right time, it won't work. So yeah, refreshing is a bit meh. My whole money is now being automatically put on one answer. What? Just out of that's how you're going to play, or is it just broken that way? That sounds a bit strange if it's broken that way, because I don't think I've had that. It's broken that way. Ooh, okay. Maybe try clicking on something else in the extension window first, and then try clicking something else. That's a bit interesting. Okay, well, I'll have to look into that at some point, Catnip. Anyway, 8 Minky, 6 questions left to go. Question number 3, let's choose another category. TV and film or languages?
Let's do languages, please.
Languages it is. Input held down, like when you alt-tab out a game and it constantly walks you to all... Oh, that thing, yeah. Yeah, that's just an edge case I haven't implemented yet, I guess. There's a lot of these things that are just going to happen that I haven't tested yet. So, yeah. Languages question number 3. Let's see. The 4 possible answers in the languages category are... Die, die. Raise, raise. Rap, rap. So, so. I don't know where this is going. The question is this. Which pair of homophone verbs are also antonyms of each other?
Ooh.
Start moving your money. Which pair of homophone verbs are also antonyms of each other?
Yeah, this is a thinker now. Okay, so I know what it all means. Ooh.
I don't know this one at all. I don't think I do, anyway. Is it the sensible one? It won't be so...
Yeah, I'm debating if I want to gamble this.
I'm going to go for it all in. Screw it. Go with my gut. If you've remembered it right, Matt. Yeah, that's the critical part. You have 10 seconds left. All right, Elmeister. Well, thanks for tuning in. Hope the tournament goes well. That's time. Sophia still has their million dukes left at home as well. Okay, so 8 Minky going in, all 1 million dukes on Raise Raise. Where did the rest of the players go? Yeah, the majority went the same way, 22.4 million. However, we've got 2.325 million on So So, 1.6 million on Rap Rap, and 1.3 million on Die Die. So we're going to be losing at least 5-ish million dukes on this question.
That's a lot of dukes.
That's a lot of dukes that's going to drop at the very least. Let's see what's going to drop. Rap Rap's gone. There goes 1.6 mil. So So's gone. 2.325 mil. What's the last one to drop? Die Die is gone. The correct answer is Raise Raise. Let's move that money back. Oh, and we say goodbye to Alona, Taku, Ruta, and I guess Catnip is gone due to a bug. So I apologise for elimination due to a bug like that. That's entirely on my end. So I guess from this point onwards, you could just sort of play along in spirit, like Saphira is currently doing. Yeah, that's unfortunate that's happened, but yeah, I'll need to figure out how you've achieved that, and then to figure out a fix in future. For the rest of you, 28 players still intact. How many still with their opening million? 20 still with their opening million intact. Super Patrick still on the precipice there, and with Sam still on 75k. Right, let's keep going then. Question number 4. Let's choose another category. Food and drink or USA?
Ooh. Let us go to USA, please.
Going with USA, taking your advantage being sort of from that particular area. I'm sure everyone in the UK is screaming at you now going, why did you go with that? Well, let's see. The 4 possible answers in the USA category are... War of 1812. Spanish-American War. Mexican-American War. Vietnam War. The question is this. In which of these wars was a formal declaration of war never made by the US government?
Oh.
That's a question and a half at this halfway point. Start moving your money. In which of these wars was a formal declaration of war never made by the US government? Jeez.
Alright, well, we're definitely splitting on this one.
Yeah, same here. We'll split that way, I think. This is the last question that we'll see with 4 possible answers. From this point onwards, there will be at most 3. So now's the last opportunity to be able to cover 3 answers. 15 seconds left. This is a bit of a doozy, like I say, at the halfway point. The choke point, as it were, where it starts to ramp up the difficulty of the questions. 5 seconds left. And that's time. So, the first split that we've seen with 8 Minky here, $500,000 on Vietnam War and $250,000 on Mexican-American and Spanish-American wars. Let's see where everyone else went. Oh, wow, we have a proper split going on. $6.675 million on Vietnam War, $6.2 million on Spanish-American War, $4.925 million on Mexican-American War, and $3.55 million on War of 1812. So, at the very least, we're going to be losing over 11 million doots on this question. That's something you never hear normally, is it?
Yes. That's the multi-million doot drop now.
The multi-million doot drop here, live on Twitch. Let's see what's going to drop.
I'm scared, don't do it.
$250,000 dropped on Mexican-American War. You left off the War of 1812, so you still have some doots in play. How much are you going to have left on this question? The answer is the Vietnam War, so your majority was right. Let's move the money back. And the majority of the doots that were played were also right. And oh dear! There are a lot of eliminations there, including myself. Connor, Steve, Kazvez, Lingo, Matt, Mon Ami, Not a Jumble of Numbers, Score Count, Cetra, Super Patrick, Gatekeeper, and Lupine 1. All eliminated on that question and did not cover Vietnam. So, right after that, after question number 4, we've only got 15 players left in play. Samster split, only on 25k left. Daz is on 50k. How many on the opening million? We still have Duplis and Panda with that opening million, and that's it. Woo! Wow. That was a bit of a rough question there, Ape. 13 people eliminated. Thank you, Matt. How you feeling, Ape?
I'm still surviving, I guess. I wish I'd put a little bit more on Vietnam, but that was a tough question either way.
Well, you're halfway through and you still have half your dukes left, so it's decent progression at the very least. We now lose one of the drop zones, so there's now only 3 possible answers. You still must leave 1 drop zone clear, so you can only cover at most 2 possible answers. Question number 5, let's choose another category. Food and drink or sports?
Ooh. I know we've seen food and drink a lot, but I feel I'm really good at that. But I'm not too good at sports. Let's do sports.
Going with sports, okay. So the 3 possible answers in the sports category are Australian Open, US Open, French Open. The question is this. In tennis, which of the 4 Grand Slam tournaments is the only to be played on a clay surface? Start moving your money.
I think I know this. It's just remembering because I think one of these changed recently, but I don't think that they were ever on clay.
Don't know why I'm looking at my extension. I dropped out, didn't I? I lost all my money.
You could be on my team. You're on my team now.
Oh, is that how it works now?
Sure. Your lifeline. You get to help me out.
The thing is, I was actually going to look up the factoids because I think there is some special factoid on this one. Those still in play, you have about 20 seconds left. 15. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That is time. So, Ape, you have covered put all your remaining dukes on French Open, leaving US and Australian Open clear. What's your reasoning for French Open? Hello?
Oh, yeah, we're roboting out, but I think...
what's your reasoning for French Open?
So, I mean, I'm really lucky that Wimbledon wasn't up there because I get some of the nuances between Wimbledon and French Open confused. I think US Open and Australian Open are more on synthetic courts rather than French and Wimbledon, which are on clay and grass. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's French Open.
Well, I could give you a freebie by saying Wimbledon it's definitely grass. It's the lawn, Wimbledon Lawn Association, or whatever the proper title is. But yes, that's always grass. It's never been clay. But you have gone all of your remaining dukes on the French Open. Let's see how the remaining players have done. They've gone with the majority on French Open, 6.1 million dukes. We've still got 225k on US Open and 350k on the Australian Open. Let's see what's going to drop. Oh, Royal Flush is saying it's the All England Lawn Tennis and Croquet Club is the official name of Wimbledon. The Australian Open has dropped. And the US Open has dropped. The correct answer is indeed the French Open. Let's move that money back. And Daz got eliminated on that question, failed to cover the correct answer and has dropped out. We have 14 players left in play. Duplis and Panda still with that opening million dukes intact. Okay, dokie. 14 players left to go. We still have 3 more questions to go through. You still have your 500,000 dukes to play with. Let's choose a category for question number 6. Oh, this is different. Literature or cartoons and anime?
Ooh, I can do cartoons. I can't do anime, but I think it's worth the risk. We'll do cartoons and anime.
Cartoons and anime it is. So the 3 possible answers in the cartoons and anime category are Maud Pie, Marble Pie, Limestone Pie. The question is this: which My Little Pony Friendship is Magic earns Roctorate in Rock Science? Start moving your money. Which My... I'm in literature. Which My Little Pony Friendship is Magic earns Roctorate in Rock Science? Is it Limestone Pie, Marble Pie, or Maud Pie?
I do appreciate the rock pun, though. The Roctorate.
Yes. So this might be a difficult one for Ape. There might be some My Little Pony fans out there. 30 seconds left to move your money. I think Shadowmane's going to be okay with this one. I think Shadowmane has a My Little Pony character as his avatar. Possibly an OC one, I don't know, but certainly very reminiscent of a My Little Pony character. You have 10 seconds left, Ape.
I think that's where it's going to sit. Oh, man.
You think that's where it's going to sit? That's time. So, Ape has split 250k each on Limestone and Maud Pie, leaving one drop zone clear, as you must do on Marble Pie is clear. No clues on this one at all, Ape?
I have absolutely no idea, so I covered the 2 most ridiculous sounding ones.
Okay, well, let's see where the rest of the active players went. So the majority went 3.025 million on Maud Pie, 2.275 million on Marble Pie, which you left clear, and 800k on Limestone Pie. How does that make you feel?
Not particularly good, but I guess we'll...
Well, if the majority answer is correct, then you'll still be through with 250k. However, if it's the second popular answer, then you will be out. Let's see what's going to drop. Marble Pie is out of there, so you're definitely through with money. The final answer to drop is Limestone pie. The correct answer is Maud pie. Let's move your quarter mil back. And the remaining players have 3.025 million dukes to play with amongst them. And only Panda now with their opening million dukes. Duke split on that one. 500k left. Natty Tom, you're on third place with 425k. Buzzer Bob, fourth place, 325k. Ape, you're sitting there in fifth place. Tipster, you're in sixth with 175k. Car, you're on 7th place, 150k. Shanamain, 8th place, 125k. Awesome Quintuple 9, you are the last player still with money, 75k. We lost there Coolio, Drahuska, Ninja Warrior Boy, Samster, and Silent Marine on that question, all taking equal 10th place. You're still surviving, Ape. You still have 250k to play with, which is still decent money to be splitting with. And this is the last question that you'll be able to split on anyway. Question number 7. Let's choose another category. Food and drink makes a return or geography?
I think it's about time we had some food and drink.
Food and drink it is. 3 possible answers in the food and drink category are... Wow, Kashasa? I don't know how you would say that in this particular context. Ferney. Pulk. I guess it'd be a say, yeah. So the question is this. Which of these alcoholic beverages is not associated with South America? Kashaka, one of those things. Ferney and Pulk. Which of these alcoholic beverages is not associated with South America? Not. There is a not in the question.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
Any clues, Ape?
These are all letters of the alphabet.
One begins with C, one begins with F, one begins with P. Certainly that fact is true. You have 30 seconds left to move the remainder of your money. Oh, is it that one, Cetra? Well, at least we're getting it used now. 15 seconds left. 10. Is that where you're sticking with then, Ape?
Yep, split again here.
Well, this is the last opportunity for you to split, and that's time. And you have split on 125k each, Pulk and Ferney, leaving Kashasa or Kashaka clear. I don't know how you pronounce that. It's one of those things. And the remaining players, well, they've done the same pretty much. 1.4 mil on Pulk, 1.6 mil on Ferney, and nothing on Kashasa. So, if the answer is Kasasha, then everybody's out, and we're out on question 7. We can't play on. If it's Pulk or Ferney, we will continue on to question number 8. Let's see what's going to drop. Ferney's out. And Sasha is out. Pulk is the correct answer. Let's move that money back. And yeah, we got some more splits. Tipster, Shadowmain, and Natty Tom are out of there. And Panda did a split, did a 250k, 750k split, ends up with 750k left. Duplis, you're on 250k. Car, you're on 150k. Ape, you're sitting in 4th place with 125k. Buzzer Bob, you're in 5th with 100k. And Awesome Quintuple 9, still there with 25k. Well, we've made it to question 8, Ape Minky. How are you feeling?
Oh, I didn't think I would make it this far, but we gotta go for it now.
We definitely have to go for it now. Question number 8, we lose yet another drop zone. So there's now only 2 possible answers. You still need to leave a drop zone clear, so you must move all of your remaining money on one answer and one answer only. Final question, let's pick the final category. Mathematics or toys and games?
Ooh, I think I'd be doing better myself with toys and games.
Go for toys and games?
So, yep, I'll pick that one, please.
Toys and games. It is, unfortunately, for Panda and Duplis who wanted to go for math. Unfortunately, didn't go that way.
Sorry, chat.
So, the two possible answers in the toys and games category are 81, 285. It may have ended up being two exactly the same question. It's entirely possible. The question is this. How many squares of all sizes can be found in a Sudoku grid? Start moving thine money.
Okay.
How many squares of all sizes can be found in a Sudoku grid? 81 or 285?
I know this one. Or at least have good reason to say it's that one. But I'm going to wait until the last possible moment.
Ben saying it's got as far as 10. It's definitely more than that. $30 seconds remaining. $20 seconds. 10. Oh, last minute swap there from Ape.
I'm playing with the audience, hopefully not following.
And that's time. So, Ape has covered 285 with the remaining 125k of dupes. Let's see where everyone else played. Everyone else played exactly the same way. There's 1.4 million dupes sitting on 285 and there's 0 sitting on 81. Have you survived the million dute drop?
Hopefully.
Yes, 285 is the correct answer. You could have easily reasoned it out. As Coolio said, there's 81 1x1 squares at the very least, so it's definitely going to be bigger than 81. Let's move the money back, and you are a victor. You have walked away with 125k from the million dute drop. Hopefully we get to see the screen. Do we get to see the screen? I can't remember if I implemented that properly or not. Probably not. Looks like I did not. Yay! Let's switch on one of these cameras and hopefully we can see things. And no, we don't actually have the leaderboard. Oh well. A leaderboard does exist somewhere. Unfortunately, it's just not showing up. It's being a bit shy. Well, can I get it to just do that? Can I do leaderboard enable state? I can do that. Yeah, look at that. Well, we know that the top 6 managed to get through anyway with their remaining dutes because everyone covered the same answer. So well played, Panda. You walk away with 750k. Duplis, you walk away with 250k. Car, you walk away with 150k. Ape, you walk away with 125k. Buzzer Bob with 100k. And Awesome Quintuple 9, you did survive the million dute drop and you walk away with 25k. Well played, everyone. Right. I hope you had fun with that, Ape.
Oh, it's always fun. Thanks again for everything you do.
No problem. Obviously, you can sit back with the remaining audience members and you may end up getting picked again. I don't know. I don't think I've got a exclusion on that system yet. But in the meantime, thank you very much for playing and we'll catch you later.
Awesome. Take care.
Take care. Okay. So this is where I now reset the game. And we start from the top once again. Because we have the time to do it. Play the theme music. Thank you very much, Sophia. Yeah, that's what I try to do, is trying to emulate the original game show as best I can, but Twitch makes it difficult in places. Well, thank you for stopping by, Buzzer Bob. Hope you have a good day, and well, I'll catch you soon, and yeah, we'll need to chat about 1K heartbeats at some point. So yes, take care. And let's open up the lobby So, anyone now that's joined after, anyone here that wants access to the extension, let me know now. So we've got Lavina and Toadboy. Lavina 642. Lavina 642. Okay, and we have Toadboy 123. Toadboy 123. And yes, extension is unfortunately required to play now because it's difficult managing money in the Twitch chat. So we use the extension to make it a bit easier. It's just a bit harder at the moment because it's still in developer mode. But yeah, take care, Buzzer Bob. Lavina, yeah, you should. Let me hit the save button. Do that and do that. You should now have access. You may need to refresh the stream or just wait about half a minute or so for it to appear on the video component, and it should be there. I should have just joined now. Yes, I have. Beautiful. So yeah, how did everyone do with that particular run? I know Catnip managed to find a bug somewhere, which I'll need to figure out how to fix. But we'll keep on keeping on as we go for the time being. Fun fact: you put 450k on Limestone Pi for the MLP question, so that was the majority of money dropped on that answer. Fair enough. Is it a good idea to show the featured players' answers during the so that is a thing, Sophie, that I've deliberated on. I've at one point thought about doing sort of multiverse display where I could switch between different players' current state, so you can see how different players are playing, so that it's not so much a gimme from one player. It's difficult because this is exactly how it would play from the sort of the home viewer app version of £1 Million Drop when that was a thing, is that you would watch along, and obviously there's some broadcast delay with that, with approximately 5 or 6 seconds, but you would be able to play with watching the game currently in play with the pair that's currently active. So it's kind of akin to that. At some point there might be different features where I would hide away how different players are playing. I don't know. At the moment, it's just presented in a similar style as the original game. That's all my thought process was at the time. Yes, it's sort of the multi-million doot drop as well. And there's also been an idea thrown around to actually see all of the money being moved around at once. So you don't actually get to see one individual player, but you get to see all of the money being moved around. Much like see the totals on the lower third, but in real time. But that's a bit harder to do. It would be chaotic as well, and also it would be kind of weird because you'd be seeing in real time all of the overall players' bias towards a certain answer, and that would then bias people more to that answer theoretically. So yeah, that might still be a bit weird doing that one. At least with one person, you're only seeing one person's opinion on the answer, and they might not know the answer, so it might not be of much help. So that's it. Yeah, seeing money moved around is still giving things away. That's the thing. We've got 29 players in. That's good to see. Toadboy, you're in. Beautiful. That's good to see. Giving the one the ability to choose category. Yeah, that's what I feel is like, because they have the ability to choose the category on behalf of everyone else, then we're allowed to see how they play the game. That it's sort of, you get this, but you give away that. What did I use to code model the interface you show on stream? So this is Unity. This whole system is done in. I use Blender to make the models for the environment. In fact, let's see the behind the scenes just quickly while we're doing stuff. Hopefully we'll be able to see it. There we go. So this is sort of the behind the scenes of things, the sort of the environment. So I've modelled all this at the moment. You can see it's a bit bare. There's not much over here. I do at one point want to add in all the fancy lasers and having sort of the audience sit on the left and right and that. But this is, it's all modelled in Blender and then brought into Unity. And then I've got Twitch lib to doing all the Twitch integration stuff. And then I've coded my own extension stuff based off of the extension Hello World example from the Twitch developer stuff. So yeah, that's what I do. All of my game show stuff in is Unity. It's a nice and simple thing, and I've been developing with Unity for many years as for work, so I'm fairly familiar with it. I'm going to close that down there. Yeah, the audience was there, but under current rules, stayed home to stay. That sounds about right, Clive. Is Unity quite difficult? It really just depends on how much time and effort you want to put into learning it. Anything is doable if you put the time and effort into it. What you see on screen is the sum total of how long would it be now? 14 years worth of education in doing games programming as a university course all the way up to professional. So it's at least 14 years worth of actual games development that you can see. I also did game dev stuff just very open-handedly, wavy-handedly a few years before that as well. So it's been 17, 18 years, I guess, that I've been dabbling at the very least. And then in Unity, I was using Unity from 2016 onwards, I want to say. Maybe 2015, 2016, something like that. So I've been using Unity for 4 years. So, yeah, that's 14 years, yes, Matt. That's how long I've been in doing game dev stuff. So that's... and yeah, it's just a sum total of all of the experiences I've done doing game dev up until this point. Such that now I've got all these Unity game shows. I have the website of things, so you can write questions for the... By the way, anyone that is new to these streams, all the questions you're seeing on the game, in game, are all written by the community. I pretty much don't have anything to do with question writing other than I provide the database and people write it. People write questions on there and they appear in game. So if you're interested in writing questions for future episodes of Quiz Night, then go to the Discord. Details are in there. There's a specific channel for question writing, and get yourself signed up if you want to do that, if you feel like you want to contribute in some way. And yeah, a lot of people like to contribute in that way, and they have that like little bit of giddy pride when their question comes up and it eliminates players because they didn't know it, but the question writer did, that kind of thing. And yes, we do have the Panda as well, back doing some proofing alongside Score Count, Matt the Ref, and Catnip. Okay, who's our next featured player? I think we should get on with the game. We have Lavina in play now. We've got 31 players in the game. Let's find my way to the game main sequence, and let's pick our featured player. Hey, Toad Boy, you're a newcomer, and you have been selected as the featured player.
Thank you.
Okay. Hello there, Toad Boy. Oh, you've been dragged in. Hello there. How you doing?
Hi.
Didn't expect this, did you?
That fake audience really shook me for a second. Oh my gosh. Hi.
How are you doing, Toad Boy? How did you come across this wonderful land?
Well, okay. So, funny story, right? I joined your Discord server back in like 4 months ago, I think.
Okay, yeah.
And like, I totally forgot that I was in it for like a while. And then the Corona thing happened, and so I started using Discord again, talking to my friends, blah 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
And I find your thing, and I'm like, wait, what is this again? And then I realize, oh, this is like a game show thing, which I love to do. And so basically, I got pulled back into the game show thing because of you, so thank you very much.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Here I am now writing questions for you as well, so that's going to be fun. But,
oh yes, indeed,
yeah.
yes. So yeah, are you ready to trial by fire this? Are you ready for the million doot drop?
I am absolutely ready for the million doot drop.
All right, well, there's the music, and You should have 1,000,000 doots in your account balance on the extension.
It's in the
you
bottom
could,
right, yes.
Yes, you can adjust the volume of the music in that from Quizbot 3000. You should be able to just right-click on their name and change that user volume if it's too loud or too quiet. But you are a featured player, so you get to choose all the categories that we'll play against.
Ooh,
Here we go.
please don't hurt me.
Question number 1. Let's choose a category.
Yes.
TV and film or mathematics?
Let's see. Mathematics is not a strong subject for me, so I'm gonna go with TV and film. Oh, and the chat does not like me. Oh no.
It's entirely your decision, Toad Boy. It's your game. You're controlling it.
Oh, jeez. Sorry, TV and film.
TV and film. It is.
Thank you, Clive. Clive likes me.
And the 4 possible answers in the TV and film category are Benjamin Cucumber Patch, Benevolent Cucumber Patch,
Oh.
Benedictine Ash the Bash, Benedict Cumberbatch. The question is this: who starred in The Imitation Game as Alan Turing?
Ooh.
Start moving your money.
This one's kind of tough.
Oh my god. Thank you who overwrote this. I'm going to have to quickly look that up. Search.
There's a problem.
What's your problem?
The correct answer is not on here. I believe the correct answer is I believe the correct answer is beneficial cummerbund. I don't think that's on here.
Well, it's definitely one of these answers, I can guarantee that. 25 seconds.
I really do not know.
Thank you, Captivating Sky, for this question. Also, yes, Ben throwing some shade there. Ben wrote a Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes module that generates all of these different sort of Benedict Cumberbatch names out of like Benadryl Cumberbund, as you say, something like that. Yeah, exactly. Well, you have placed 1,000,000 doots on Benedict Cumberbatch, leaving the other 3 clear.
So sad if I accidentally put on the wrong one.
I wonder how many people put a token 25,000 doots on Benedictine Ash the Bash. Oh, no one did. All 31 million doots is sitting on Benedict Cumberbatch. Oh,
Wow.
Wow. Well, let's see what's going to drop. If the answer is not Benedict Cumberbatch, then game over.
Interesting first game ever.
Let's see what's going to drop. Oh yes, Clive, you joined in on game 2. Yes, we have totalizers now. Yes, Benedict Cumberbatch is the correct answer. Let's move that money back. And let's see that leaderboard. It makes no difference. Oh, Gatekeeper failed to move money. Or joined in too late. One of those two things happened. So the Gatekeeper, unfortunately, leaving the game there on question number 1 in 32nd place. Everyone else, though, you still have your opening 1,000,000 doots intact. It was a nice opening question, making certain everyone's system still works. Right. You getting settled in now, Toad Boy?
Yes, I am.
Good. Well, let's go to question... Oh, hello. He had to go. Fair enough, he had to go. That makes more sense then. Okay. Question number 2. Let's choose another category. Video games or game shows?
Ooh. Oh. 2 topics I love a lot. Is there a video game show? Is that a thing? Let's see.
Well, this is a video game show.
That is true. This is a video game show. You're correct. Let's go for game shows. Yeah, sure. Okay.
Game shows it is.
Ape Mickey. Yes, Nick Arcade. That was
Nick Arcade. That's also a thing. Darrow Brains Go 8-bit, that kind of thing. All right. Well,
that thing too. Yeah.
4 possible answers in the game shows category.
Oh my gosh, they like my choice for once. God.
Martin Daniels, Wink Martindale, Bill Engvall, Michael Reagan. The question is this: Which of these has not hosted any version of Lingo?
Ooh, okay.
Start moving your money.
I know Bill did it in like 2009. So I know he has. Wink? I don't know.
I really don't know this one. I'm not familiar with the Lingo.
Chuck Woolery's not on here at all. Let's see. Is this like any version, like any country Lingo?
It just says any version of Lingo. I don't know if it's different nations or not. You have 30 seconds left.
I know for sure Bill has definitely he did the revival on GSN for like a while. I'm gonna put it on here. I need to split this up. I have no idea.
I've got no clue either. 10 seconds left.
1 million split evenly, like 3 different ways. Is that not? Let's see.
Yeah, you didn't move all the money.
Yeah.
Did not move all your money in time.
I was clicking on the thing, but then it kept going full screen on my Twitch.
Oh, no! No! Well,
jeez.
Let's see what you have got in play. You've got 250k on Michael Reagan, you've got 225k on Martin Daniels, and 175k on Wink Martindale. So that means you've left off, I think, 400k, something like that.
You know, I blame Benedict Cumberbatch. You know, if he's so Sherlock, where can you find the money? You know, just saying. Anyway.
And yes, press and hold in future. It drags the money quicker that way. Okay. Unless you're on mobile, then you can't do that. You have to tap. Well, you are going to lose some money for failing to move all of your money, but
you gotta fail sometimes, you know.
Yeah. Well, let's see how everyone else did. Well, we've got some splits here. 14.225 million. It's strange saying that kind of number on Wink Martindale. 7.025 million on Martin Daniels. 6.3 million on Michael Reagan, and 650k on Bill Engvall. Well, it's a round 2 question that's come up. Let's see what's going to drop. I'm not going to address that, Matt. Well, you're definitely leaving with some money. Bill Engvall has dropped.
Okay.
Michael Reagan has dropped. We've just saying goodbye to 6.3 million dudes. And the last one to drop. Last one to drop is Martin Daniels. So Wink Martindale has never hosted. I can say that Bill Engvall and Michael Reagan hosted US versions. Martin Daniels hosted the UK version of Lingo. So let's move that money back.
You know what? It just makes the game more interesting, you know?
And we say goodbye there to Connor, Coolio, Drahuska, Natty Tom, Samster, Silent Marine, and Super Patrick on that question. We have 24 players left, and Toad Boy, you're currently sitting there in 22nd place. I split awfully as well. I'm left with 250k. We still have 8 players with their opening million duits intact.
Try by fire.
Exactly. Well, I mean, you could still go all the way with that 175k if the questions go your way. Coolio saying you had 325k on your answer. Silent Marine saying you split between 2. Okay, so I'm guessing some answers weren't coming in time. Okay, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what that's doing then. I'll need to look into that at some point as to why it was dropping some answers. It's well, yeah. Like I say, it's in development, so things like this are going to happen, and I'm doing this all on my own as well, apart from the question writing. So yeah, and hopefully Ape, you should be able to rejoin the game with a million duits, but we'll see what happens. Toad Boy, you are still in play with 175k. It can be done all the way still to the end, but it's going to be difficult.
I need these dudes for my family. Ever since the quarantine, I've been rationing this bottle of water. I need dudes so I can feed my family of 7.
Okay. Shows you on 0, but you'll play on pay. Hopefully it'll sort of resync Ape on the next question, but we'll soon find out. So, Toad Boy, question number 3. Let's choose another category. We've got history or words and phrases.
I love words and phrases. We'll go with that.
Words and phrases it is. Yeah, if you've had a problem happen with the extension, then you can still play along just in the comfort of your own home. It just won't be reported on the game, that's all. As I say, things like this are going to happen. It's my fault for not fixing some bug that's happened. I need to figure out what that is, what's happened. But hey, we'll keep on going. Words and phrases have been picked, and the 4 possible answers in the words and phrases category are skydiving, getting drunk, watching paint dry, bicycling.
Sounds like a Saturday night to me.
The question is this. In 1896, American suffragist Susan B. Anthony remarked that what activity has done more to emancipate women than anything else in the world? Start moving your money. In 1896... sorry.
I think I know this.
1896, American suffragist Susan B. Anthony remarked that what activity has done more to emancipate women than anything else in the world.
I remember hearing this one time. I don't know what it was. Oh, jeez.
25 seconds remaining. Dang it, Ape. Sorry, Ape. It just didn't sync at the state properly. 10... You now have 10 seconds left.
Yeah. Okay. Ah, jeez.
I'm going to go with that.
I'm going to go all in.
Going all in with 175k on bicycling.
This may be the best thing I've ever done, or I will go down in flames today. My poor family.
We shall see what happens. And yes, if something has gone wrong, then you can still play in sort of theory land. And if you've got some tokens at hand, some coins or something that you can play with, then you can just sort of play along. And just let us know how well you did at the end of it. Let's see how everyone else in the game has gone with. So majority 10.8 million doots on bicycling. Then we've got 825k on getting drunk, 600k on watching paint dry, and 500k on skydiving. Let's see what's going to drop. Yes, bicycling is the correct answer. You went all in and did go right. Let's move that money back.
I think that was a question on Fibbage, I think.
Oh, was it?
That's the reason why I think I knew it.
I see. Well, Ape got knocked out due to a bug in the system that didn't let him get to play. Awesome Quintuple 9, TJ Nayland and Wooter also getting knocked out on that question, either not getting the right answer or failing to answer due to a bug. One of those things happened, and I'll need to figure out what it is. Feature request, show how much money hasn't been placed yet. I suppose I could do that at some point, yeah. TJ Nayland, it was a glitch. Okay, so anyone that has gotten a glitch with the extension today, because this has been quite a stress test, because we've had over 30 players on each game, hit me up on Discord or something and let me know what your problem was. Try and give me as much detail as you can what the problem was, and then I'll be able to try and find a way to fix it for future episodes. Sorry about that. But Toad Boy, you are still in. Skydiving 1896 was more accurately called Swiss. Oh Jesus! I think it might be Silent Marine that there's a lot more players happening now than there normally are, and some of the requests aren't getting through maybe, and they're getting denied. I'll need to look into it. add more money at a time. Well, you can hold down the button, not a jumble of numbers, to move the money in one fell swoop. Unless you're mobile, it doesn't do that. I need to add that feature to mobile. And this is the reason why I'm proven and you're not. What, me? Well, I was never proven anyway. And yeah, you didn't need to do the caps. Toad Boy, 5 questions left to go. You still have the 175k. Let's choose another category. Okay. Mathematics is still desperately to be picked, or USA.
The topic I know little about, or the country I live in.
We've got USA, UAS. We have a redneck voice USA. We've got Come On Maths. There's a right choice here. What are you going for?
Let's go for USA.
USA it is.
Let's go for USA.
And the 4 possible answers in the USA category are...
America.
$100,237.
Okay, are you sure this is not math? Are you sure?
$120,237. $110,237.
Oh no.
$90,237. The question is this.
Oh no.
The subject of all those articles your mom's friends forward you. How much did Michael Larson win on Press Your Luck?
$5.
Start moving your money. How much did Michael Larson win on Press Your Luck?
Oh jeez.
You know what? I've seen the episode of the whole behind the scenes of that, and yet I can't remember.
I do remember.
I'm gonna go with that and split on that.
I wish we picked the category USA and not game shows.
Well, that's the thing, is that a lot of questions are multiply tagged on different categories, and it is entirely possible that it could kind of pick the same question for both categories. It is entirely possible that could happen due to, depending on what the filtering does.
It's all random, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all RNG. 15 seconds left. As Dupless is saying, rah rah Rasputin, yeah, that came up, 3 times, I think? Because I failed to do my coding right. And Clive saying, I can't believe you're left in that silly first clause. Well, yeah, why not, Clive? Probably wouldn't have had a maths. I mean, yeah, this is more numbers than maths, really, but yeah. Well, Toad Boy, you've put all of your remaining doots on $110,237.
Yes.
That is the majority answer from the remaining players as well. 10.075 million doots is on that answer. There's 650k on $120,237, and there's 75k on $100,237. No one going with the 5-digit answer of $90,237. That was the only thing that I remembered. It was definitely a 6-digit one because it toppled the dollar sign off of the display, if I remember rightly.
And Ice Cream Man could not win $90,000. No, not even enough.
Well, let's see what's going to drop. Hang on, I've been pinged. Okay, yeah, I'll look at that later. $110,237 is the correct answer. Let's move your doots back. You're still in there.
Hashtag doots for my family.
And everyone getting through on that question that's still in play. We still have 6 players with their opening million doots intact as well. And we are at the halfway point. You still have 175k left in play. We will now lose one of the possible answers. So there'll be 3 answers to pick from. You still need to leave 1 drop zone clear, so you can only cover at most 2 possible answers from this point onwards. Question number 5. Let's choose another category. And a bit difficult one now. Geography or arts and entertainment?
I thought you were going to say maths or maths. That would have been a phone. Arts and entertainment. Arts and entertainment.
Arts and entertainment it is.
I am a theater kid, so...
Fair enough. Well, let's hope it goes that way.
Please, please, please.
The 3 possible answers in the arts and entertainment category are... Bambi,
Okay.
Sleeping Beauty, Snow White.
What are 3 things on Disney Plus?
The question is this. The oldest media awards in Germany are called what?
Ooh.
Start moving your money. The oldest media awards in Germany are called what?
Okay.
Bambi, Sleeping Beauty, and Snow White.
In my mind, imagine you make a great film and you walk up on stage and they're like, "Congratulations, sir, you have won a Bambi." "Congratulations, sir, you have won a Sleeping Beauty," or "Congratulations, sir, you have won a Snow White."
I really don't know, because this might be the UK translation of the German word, which might be a bit more elegant.
Oh.
That's what my think. That's what my think it is.
There you go. I was like, what the heck? Jeez. Okay. Oh, I don't have any money put on there.
10 seconds left.
Okay, I've actually run into a problem. It's not letting me place money.
It's not letting you place money.
No. I've only put 100,000 instead of 175,000.
Yeah, I can see that. I don't know why it stopped you from submitting answers, though.
I didn't click on it either. I held down like they said.
That's an interesting issue. I don't know why that did that then.
Family.
Finding all of the problems here on quiz night today. So again, apologies to those getting affected by these issues. So you do have 100k in play. We'll say goodbye to 75k that's still sitting on the table. 50k on Sleeping Beauty and 50k on Bambi. For the sake of regret later on, where would the remainder of your money gone, Toad Boy? Just
I would have gone on Snow White. I would have put 75 in Snow White.
Oh no! Well, there's your problem. You can't cover all the answers.
Oh!
That's your problem. You couldn't cover it because it was stopping you from covering it.
Well then, I'm gonna head out.
So okay, not.
Yeah.
So it's not a bug. That's a feature.
It's a feature.
So you failed to move your money because you can't cover all of the answers. You must leave one drop zone clear. I even reiterated that as we.
All of my children.
So we'll lose 75k to failing to understand the rules of the game.
Look, it's been a while since this aired, okay?
It's fair enough. Let's see where everyone else played. The majority played on Bambi. 8.625 million played on Bambi. 525k on Sleeping Beauty and 325k on Snow White. Let's see what's going to drop. The correct answer is Bambi. Yeah, stylized in capitalized letters as BAMBI. To recognise excellence in international media and television, awarded to personalities in the media, arts, culture, sports and other fields with vision and creativity who affected and inspired the German public that year. Not entirely certain why it's called that. Don't have that information on hand, so we'll just keep on moving on and let's move your money back.
Bambi's. Okay.
We say goodbye to not jumble numbers and score count. There's still 18 players in play. We still have 5 players with our opening million doots. And you're still in play there, Toad Boy. You are sitting at the bottom of the table with in 17th place.
At this point, I've decided I'm just going to try to win the least amount of money on the street. Let's just see.
The minimum you can walk away with is 25k because that is the smallest stack amount, and well, you can still split at the very least. You can still split. Jumble numbers is here. Yes, hello there, Lavina. Just be careful on the caps. That's all I would say. You have 3 questions left to go. You still have 50k to play with. Yep. Question number 6. Let's choose another category. Oh, literature or expert. Now, you're only recently introduced to the question database, and for those of you out there that don't know, there is a special category that we've added called expert for questions that are just kind of like too niche in a specific field. So we use the expert to hide them away, but they are still technically in the system. Here, you have the choice of going with definitely a literature question or an expert question on literally anything that it could be.
You know,
At the moment, Catnip, no, it's still using the traditional expert tagging at the moment. I need to update the entire system and overhaul everything to use the correct flag for that. But it's using the old expert tag at the moment. So, what's your choice, Toad Boy? Literature or expert?
if I'm gonna go down in flames, at this point, I've abandoned my family. If I'm gonna go down in flames, I'm gonna go down with a bang. Let's go for expert.
All right. My God, we're going for a question 6 expert, guys.
A level 6 expert? You know what? This is a once in a lifetime opportunity.
So expert equals random, sort of slightly rain. It's just that it's not showing you what the other categories are behind it that have been tagged with. So the 3 possible answers, and don't forget, you must still leave 1 drop zone clear at the very least, Toad Boy. Just remind you.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Thank you. All right.
3 possible answers in the expert category are burger, berries, bread. Well, I don't know where this is going. The question is this. In French, what does the word pain translate to? Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Guess who took French 3 in his class?
Oh, okay.
All right.
I mean, technically it is expert because it's like knowing a language, but yeah. Might be a bit of a low ball for question 6. Who knows? Technically, I know this from the Japanese version, but
Really?
yeah.
How?
Well, I won't say.
Ah.
I will say once everyone's locked in.
Oh, right. Totally forgot there was a question in front of me. Oh, jeez. I know this because French, and then repeated viewings of Les Miserables. That's it.
Les Mis. Oh yes. I loved Les. I was in the secondary school pit band for Les Mis. Oh,
Really?
so trumpet.
Ah.
Hence all the theming with the doots. And that is the lock-in. So you've put all of your remaining doots, 50k on bread. Yeah, the reason my mind goes with this by the Japanese route is because the Japanese word for bread is pain. And they loaned the French word for bread, at least as I understand it, into their language like that. The audience, the remaining players, 8.075 million on bread, 100k on berries, and 25k on burger. And apparently Persona 4 asked this as a question, or maybe Persona 5 asked this as a question. Anyway, certainly asked it as a question somewhere in some games, possibly. Let's see what's going to drop. Yes, bread is the correct answer. Let's move that money back.
You know, I've been through a lot these past few questions. Getting a bread question wrong? The least of my problems.
Oh my God, the yeast of your problems, Jesus Christ. Well, there we go. We have puns abound going on, and we still have 16 players in. 2 questions to go. Still have 50k left in play. This is your last opportunity to be able to split your cash, as question 8 will be a 50-50 only, 2 possible answers. This one is your last one with 3 possible answers. Let's choose question number 7's category. Music or sports?
Let's see. Which one would the theater kid pick? Something he plays and does on a regular basis? The piano? Or, big boy with balls throwing plate, like music. Sorry.
Okay, go for music. All right. Well, the thing is, the recent history in dual episodes here on Quiz Night, music questions have not really gone down that well. They've been big hitters. Well, we'll see what happens. And the 3 possible answers in the music category are Maryland or Maryland, Rhode Island, Virginia. The question is this. The band behind the 1985 song Tarzan Boy has a similar sounding name of a popular city in which state?
Tarzan Boy.
Tarzan Boy.
Tarzan Boy has a similar sounding name of a popular city in which state?
I really have no clue.
Wow, this really will not go down well for me. Well, I guess we'll go for a 50-50. I just need to know which 50-50. I have a 2/3 chance of actually participating and continuing. So I'm just going to go with a popular town. Let's see, there's Baltimore, Maryland, there's something Rhode Island, Virginia. I should have gone with sports. This should have been an expert question, you're right. You know what,
Well,
we'll go for that.
thing is, this technically could still be marked as an expert question. It only shows you one of the categorizations of this question. It could still be tagged as expert. It's just you've already picked an expert question. So, 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I don't think I can name a single city in Rhode Island.
You know what? I'm going to quickly find the factoid, which will have the information I need. So you have split 25k each on Virginia and Maryland, and you left Rhode Island clear.
If it's Rhode Island, I'm going to be so angry.
Let's see how everyone's played. Ooh, so 6.475 million been played on Maryland, 1.35 million on Virginia, and just 250k on Rhode Island. So the majority on Maryland would keep you safe with 25k. The least covered answer, Rhode Island, would see you all go, and there'll only be 250k left amongst the remaining players. Let's see what's going to drop. Well, you're leaving with some money at the very least to go into the final question.
Yeah, all right. Minimum amount, baby. Let's do it.
Final answer to drop. Correct answer is Maryland, yet Baltimora was the name of the group who sang Tarzan Boy, and the capital of Maryland is not in Baltimore, but in Annapolis. Anyway, let's move that money back.
I had a gut feeling for Maryland, because I was like, Baltimore's popular.
Well,
Jeez.
I failed to cover the answer, so did Duplis, so there's 14 players left in play now. We still have 4 players with our opening million dutes. But we now go into question 8, which is all or nothing. We lose another drop zone. There's only 2 possible answers. You still need to leave a drop zone clear. So all of the remaining money now must go on one of the 2 answers. And Toad Boy, you do have the duty of picking our final category from the following: famous people or science and nature.
Wow. This is for my family. This is all these.
It's 20.
dudes are for my children.
It's 25k dutes. It's a lot of value in those dutes.
That's enough to send one whole kid to college. Like that's. Yeah, that is true. I did abandon them. I missed them, so I brought them back. Let's go. Let's go for famous people.
Go for famous people. Here we go then. Famous people it is. And
that's my final answer, Regis.
That is, I'm not Regis. And the 2 possible answers in the famous people category are Davros, R2D2. Question is this: when you meet the Rangdo of Arg, don't forget to bow and say Gronda Gronda, Your Highness. Considering they share an actor, which of these might also request a Gronda Gronda?
I'm sorry, what?
Start moving your money.
I know nothing about this. I should have picked science.
When you meet the Rangdo of Arg, don't forget to bow and say Gronda Gronda, Your Highness. Considering they share an actor, which of these might also request a Gronda Gronda?
Rangdo of Arg. I should have gone with Matt. Gronda Gronda. R2D2. R2D2, he's the guy that goes, right?
I can't say much.
Okay, yeah, that is true.
20 seconds left.
They share an actor. Who's R2D2? Oh, jeez. I know nothing about Davros, though. My gosh.
10, 9, 8,
Okay.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's time, and you've played your remaining stack of 25,000 doots on Davros. Why Davros?
It sounds like Bob Ross, and I love him.
What reasoning? Sounds like Bob Ross, and you like Bob Ross.
It's like happy little. You know Bob Ross. He's like happy little.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Happy little Gronda Gronda.
Yeah.
Hashtag Grunkle Logic. Bob Ross's long lost cousin, Dav Ross. Yeah. Well, let's see. Have you survived the million doot drop? Well, I can say the audience is split on this one. 2.6 million on R2D2, 2.825 million on Davros.
My palms are sweating right now.
Mom Spaghetti, let's see what's going to drop.
From my family. Ash, I'm gonna have a heart attack.
No, the correct answer was R2D2. The actor in question is Kenny Baker, who played R2D2 in all of the first 6 Star Wars films, as well as controlling the Rangdo of Arg's pedestal on the adventure game. That's where that comes from. Unlucky. Did not survive the million drop. However, we still have to play the fanfare music because other people did survive the million doot drop. And I need to go and find that info now. We go to the leaderboard, switch on the leaderboard, and we change the camera angle. Please, where's the camera angle? I haven't properly implemented this endings part, so I need to manually change to the camera by doing that. And we can say that, Scooter Dust, you're the only one to survive with your million doots. Wow. Clive, you survived with 500k. Car 7th, you survived with 500k. Lingo Maniac, you survived with 300k. Matt, you survived with 150k. Catnip, 75k. And Kazvez, 75k. On that question, we said goodbye to Alona Taku, Panda, Lavina, Charlemagne, Tipster, and Lupine, and yourself, Toadboy. But I hope you had fun anyway.
If all the people who won some money would like to talk to me after the show, you know, I do have 7 kids.
We've got a charity situation going on here.
Yeah, charity. Thank you so much. This was fantastic. I enjoyed this. Not bad for a first time.
Not bad at all, and even with the technical difficulties of not moving all the money and then failing to move money because of a feature, not a bug, either or.
It cancels out.
It kind of cancels out. I mean, really, technically speaking, there should be something on that screen to say why you can't move the money, why it's not moving, just to remind you of that particular rule, maybe. And that would have maybe coerced you to move somewhere else. But regardless, thank you very much for playing Toadboy. But I think we're going to do one more game anyway, so you can still play along on the extension. You may still get picked to play again as a feature player, because that's entirely possible, because I still haven't added in the exclusion system. So
if that happens, I'll gladly give it up. But
we'll catch you later.
Thank you.
No worries. Okay, well, restart one more time. Anyone else that's joined in since we started, if you need adding to the extension, let me know now. This is your opportunity to be added to the whitelist. Whew. It's a proper tension, this. And also, it was good to see how the audience split on that final question as well. Having those new totalizers, that really is quite indicative of how the audience played. You can't be on the whitelist twice, Clive. Sorry. You're not on the list already, Toshi? Well, I can add you now. Toshidaru. There you are. You should now be on the list, Toshi. So let's move back to hosted test. So you should be on the list now. Main sequence. Open up the lobby. Join the game. Button should now be there. Alternate intro suggestion. Earliest night. Robin Reliant transported the money to Ash's house. Whiskers is present and monitoring the money when she feels like it. The online audience had been checked before being admitted. Their bits and XPs have been confiscated, and now someone has the chance to walk away with $1 million dudes absolutely live in the next 2 hours. How do you get to the next section, Ben? Right, let's add you as well. Get Royal_Flush. No $sign in your username on Twitch. And you should now be on the list, Ben. So if you might need to refresh the stream or just give it like 30 seconds and then it should appear. There's some details on the Discord. There's some images some people have posted on how to deal with the extension. But hopefully it should make sense. It's just on this Twitch page, Ben. On this Twitch page. Yes, click the thing to grant the permissions. There should be like a cog button or a ... button that opens up a pop-out and you should be able to then grant permissions from there. Scorecard is saying there, click the game, click manage permissions, accept. I need to get around to doing a proper display inside of that to show you exactly what to do rather than say click the thing to grant the permissions. When it appears, so if it appears on, it should be in the video component window, there should be a button to the middle right. It's a small-ish button. Oh, you're in. You found it. You're in. Toshi, you're still iconless. Well, that's definitely a bug somewhere then that I need to fix because it's still not finding your avatar even with the latest codes that I've got. Oh well. I need to figure that out. So yeah, how are we all doing this evening, this Friday evening, going into a wonderful weekend of self-isolation? It's a wonderful world we're in. Had better week. I mean, I think we've all had better weeks, Ben. It's wet. Oh, well, at least you're getting rain. Slowly getting over your cough. That's good to hear, Dukeless. Aside from losing $1 million dukes, you think you're good, Shadowmane. That's good to hear. Hope you don't get kicked again. Well, hopefully things will go a bit smoother this time, Coolio, but anything could still happen. Surviving. Yeah, we're all surviving, which is always a good thing. I've still got several food choices. So have I, Ape. I managed to get to the shops early today. I managed to get myself a loaf of bread because there was actually a loaf of bread on the shelves that I could pick. Surprising. I didn't look for the toilet paper situation. I've still got plenty because I'm on my own in this house, so I don't generally need a great deal of toilet paper anyway. So I'm not in much of a rush. I don't need the massive packs that everyone else needs, though. Is the extension resizable dockable? Not at the moment, Ben. The panel version is, but for some reason, I don't know why, you can't have the panel and the video component at the same time enabled. I would love to have both of them enabled because then you would be able to have the option to pop it out and move it elsewhere and resize it and do what you need to do. But you can't do both, which is irritating. Might be able to do video overlay and panel. I'll need to look into that. So that's a thing. You just use bog standard toilet paper. Yeah, it's perfectly bog standard. When I did get the toilet paper, I had to get Andrex, so that was the only one on offer. Or not on offer, the only one available, should I say. 2 tabs works. Ah, fair enough. Ah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. You could do that. Huh. Cool. Tomorrow should snow here. Oh, snow. Cool. I miss snow. We didn't really even have winter here in the UK. It just kind of disappeared. It's still quite cold in the evenings, mind, but it's still just didn't have snow or anything. Global warming, kind of. I would put it, yeah. I would put it to like seasonal shift as well. It just seems to be happening. I guess that's an effect of global warming as well as doing seasonal shift. But yeah, it's just been mediocre weather. But hey, we're at the spring equinox, so we're at the halfway point, and in a week or so's time, the UK will finally be in daylight savings. So that's the thing. Yay! You blame Greta Thunberg, which means winter's coming. Yeah, winter is indeed coming. We've got 31 players. We'll go for one more minute, and then we will start the next game off, and we'll pick our final featured player. Who knows? It could actually feature me as the featured player because I'm currently in the lobby. That's a thing that can happen, isn't it? 1,100 coming up at some point. Yes, it will do. It's currently not scheduled yet, but I'm sure it'll happen within a few weeks' time. Next week, as a reminder, we will have 1,000 heartbeats here on Quiz Night, where you'll be able to play from Twitch chat. It's a bit easier to do rather than through the extension. And I can say something a bit more special as well. There will be a special guest on 1,000 heartbeats next week. If you looked at the announcements earlier on yesterday, you'll know who that is. He has pretty much confirmed as much as I can see in my DMs. He has said, that time is great. So great. You got a YouTube link or such, so I know what I'm doing. I sent him a link to the last VOD, so he's getting an idea of how to play the game. So, yeah. It looks like it's going to be a thing. Rufus Hound here on game night, 8 p.m. next Friday. So you better be here for that, because the Twitch Pulse, because you will all be playing as a collective, you will be playing against Rufus Hound. Yes, Rufus Hound. I know. I'm amazed as well. Yeah. I'm going to have to figure out if he can do a webcam, then we might be able to do... I may have to do a new layout to get his webcam on stream as well. How did I get into this? So I have to thank with just tremendous gratitude towards... where is it? Alex McMillan, Undeniably Alex on Twitter. He found that Rufus was asking... because he seems to be having a bit of a lull in creativity, and he's just wanted to find other people to do creative things with. And Alex added me in saying maybe to do some dual stream stuff, and I said, well, we've already got the dual season going on, but I said, well, maybe 1,000 heartbeats, and got talking the DMs, and next Friday Rufus Hound should be here, hopefully. So that's a thing. So tell everyone that you know that I'm going to have a celeb on stream. I don't know how I managed to do that, but that's certainly a thing. I'm very nervous. In the meantime, let's get picking a featured player for the next Million Doot drop. And Mr. Matt the Ref, you are our featured player. So Toshi, next Friday, normally there would have been no stream. However, because my gigs have been cancelled due to the COVID-19 situation, I can now do a stream on that night. So it is now 1,000 heartbeats on next Friday. And that happens. It's going to happen, I guess. Matt the Ref, hello there.
Hello.
So how are you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm looking forward to this.
Are you doing well? Looking forward to this. Okay.
Oh,
so what's on Wednesday? Did I say anything on Wednesday? Oh, I said 1,000 heartbeats on Wednesday. Ooh, interesting. Yeah, I've not updated that stream schedule. Yeah, we might change that then, because I've said words. Yes. Well, I've said to Rufus it's on the Friday, I think. So I think we'll just shift the schedule around. We'll have... Hey, we'll put 1 versus 100 in or winning lines or something on the Wednesday, or we can do, things and stuff. Anyway, don't worry. We could have Heartbeat Week. I don't know. We'll figure that out later. So just join the Discord and all that, and schedule and that and all stuff.
Breathe.
And breathe. In the meantime, are you ready to drop some doots?
I'm probably gonna. No, my luck. I'll probably drop all 1 million on question 1.
Well, we'll see what happens. Good luck. You have 1 million doots in your possession. And let's choose category. Electronics or literature is question number 1. Which shall it be?
Let's see what the chat are saying.
What's the chat saying? I don't know. They're saying, don't break the streak, Matt. Toad and I made it to 8. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, great. No pressure.
Tipster wants lit. Connor wants electronics. Dupless wants literature. Clive wants literature. Drahuska wants electronics. Tipster is 100. Random Zombie electronics. Coolio electronics. Toadboy electronics. And don't break it. So, what do you want to go for?
Well, considering how well Toadboy took my advice the last time round, I'm going to go electronics, please.
Electronics it is. And the 4 possible answers in the electronics category are Garamond, Cambria, Verdana, Baskerville. The question is this. Which of these typefaces is sans serif?
Oh, no.
Start moving your money. Which of these typefaces is sans serif?
Any guesses who proofed this one, Ash?
Did you?
Yeah. And once.
To be honest, I wouldn't make it so obvious so that other people can cheat off of your answer on stream.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Well, regardless.
And stream, by the way, I am notorious for forgetting answers even when I proof the question.
Oh yeah, there's that as well. Even though he has proofed a few questions in the past. I mean, all of the proofers have proofed a lot recently, actually, especially Catnip. Yeah, you have been on a proofing streak, but he doesn't necessarily mean he remembers the answer. 10 seconds left to make your final decision. Move the remaining money now. That's your last opportunity. That's time. So, Matt, you have put all of your million doots on Verdana. Are you confident with that answer?
No.
No?
No.
Well,
this one, I think I know it. I don't know that I know it.
Fair enough. Let's see what the rest of the audience went with.
The audience give me some sort of
26.125 million on Verdana.
Okay.
925k on Garamond, 750k Cambria, and 200k on Baskerville. And there was another glitch on TJ Nayland's side. Sorry, TJ. I'm going to have to look into that. Again, let me know on Discord when you can, and describe to me over there what the problem is.
Thanks, Minky. Thanks for the vote of confidence there, mate.
And now I kind of hope Verdana... Well, if Verdana is wrong, then we drop 26 million and a bit doots, which is a lot to drop on one question. But let's see what will drop.
We'll set a record.
Set a record. I mean, we're already setting records. We're already dropping over 1 million doots on a question, which is more than any other game show did. Yes, Verdana is the correct answer. Let's move the money back. You're through question 1, Matt.
Yay!
Unfortunately, Alona, Taku, Super Patrick, and TJ Nayland did not get through there. And Toshi, apparently I have not put the Japanese character support in on that font, so you are currently 4 boxes. But at least I can identify you. We have 24 players with the opening million.
He
is 4 squares, yes. Toshi is boxes. 24 players with the opening million doots still intact. And yeah, can we hold for a sec? I still have a weird thing happening on your end, Coolio. All right. The problem is if you refresh, I don't think you'll be able to be back in the game, Coolio, because that's what happened with 8 Minky. Although he was through on 1 million doots, then he refreshed and then failed to play on the next question because it just didn't work. So you're going to have to live with it for the time being. Like I say, it's a lot of effort to add in all the extra error checking and state resetting if you refresh the stream. Stuff I need to do at some point, just haven't gotten around to it because time. Well, you're through first question there, Matt. Still have your opening million intact. Question number 2. Let's choose a category from toys and games or geography.
Ooh. So, I've gone from 2 subjects I'm not really confident on to 2 that I am confident on. I'm going to go with geography.
Geography it is. And the 4 possible answers in the geography category are Russia and Ukraine, Spain and France, Germany and Poland, Italy and Switzerland. The question is this. The Pyrenees mountain range forms the natural border between which 2 European countries? Start moving your money. Shall it be?
I don't think it's Russia and Ukraine. And I'm not entirely sure about another one. I think I might have to split on this one.
This one was proofed by the panda, apparently.
Okay, so... Yep, no advantage available there.
20 seconds remaining. Already coming in to use this new revisions window thing coming up on the webpage. 10 seconds left. And that's time. And question number 2, Matt, you've gone for a split. Italy and Switzerland 800k, Spain and France 200k. Why'd you go with that?
Germany and Poland and Russia and Ukraine. I just ruled those 2 out fairly quickly. Italy and Switzerland, I'm more confident on than Spain and France, but I don't know.
Okay, well, let's see how the audience have played. Audience have gone with a majority on Spain and France with 18.6 million doots.
Okay.
Next popular answer is Italy and Switzerland with 3.95 million doots. Then it's Germany and Poland with 2.1 million, and then Russia and Ukraine with 475k. Ooh.
Oh, yeah, actually, now you say that, Coolio.
Italy and Switzerland is the Alps. No, well, maybe. Let's see what's going to drop. You're still walking away with some money. But we do drop 800k. The correct answer is Spain and France, which reach a maximum height of 3,404 metres at the peak called Aneto, forming the natural border between Spain and France. This range also includes the microstate called Andorra. Let's move your remaining money back. Oh dear. And, well, you're surviving, but unfortunately, Catnip, Coolio, Panda, Kazvez, Lingo, Random Zombie, all dropping on that question. I guess Panda may be dropping out just out of respect more than anything, or maybe needed to go away and do something else, either or had a problem, either or. One of those things happened. We still have 22 players in play. We still have 16 with their opening million intact. Matt, I mean, we had this situation similar in the past with Toad. You've got an extra 25k to play with, but yeah, 6 questions left to go, and you've got 200k left to play with.
I think 21st. I'm on the back row, so to speak, Ash.
Is this the last game, WM? I think it will be. I'm afraid. Sorry, you'll just have to play along in your mind's eye, as it were. I
liked 8 Minky's suggestion earlier of getting confectionery to in order to play along. A novel idea.
Stream's heavily cutting in and out. Well, I don't think it is because I'm not dropping any frames. Just just pause and play the stream, and that should probably wake it up. Other than that, I can't help you outside of that because it's not providing any transcode options anyway. Right, Matt, question number 3. Let's choose another category. Video games or toys and games?
Oh boy, right. Because of some of the questions that tend to come up in video games, I'm going to have to go with toys and games.
You're going with toys and games. Okay. So, the 4 possible answers in the toys and games category are... do I think I can work double quick on the iOS extension? That's all entirely on Twitch and Apple doing their thing to just approve my account. So that's on their side, not my side, sorry. Conservatory. Lounge.
Okay.
Study. Pantry. And the question is this. Which of these is not a room in the standard edition of the board game Clue or Cluedo? Start moving your money. Which of these is not, I repeat, not a room in the standard edition of the board game Clue or Cluedo? Conservatory, lounge, study, pantry. I don't think he has, Catnip.
I don't know why. This is a nagging feeling. No, sod it. Going for it.
You can still play along. In theory, Shadowmain just obviously can't play with the extension. That's all. If you've got that problem. Sorry that that's happening, but like I was saying earlier, it's in development. Things going to go wrong. I need to find the problems to fix them. 10 seconds left.
It was Matt Dukes in the pantry.
And yes, this is going to be the last game tonight, Coolio. That's time, and you have decided to put the remaining dupes that you have all on pantry. You confident the other 3 are definitely in Clue or Cluedo?
I'm fairly certain it's referred to as the kitchen in Clue or Cluedo. I did have a nagging doubt that conservatory might not be in it. I'm fairly sure that study and lounge are in there, so yeah, I went with pantry, but I'm just now worried in terms of what you're going to reveal everyone's played, and I'm going to see a small amount on pantry. Let's see.
Well, the vast majority went with pantry, 16.45 million, and there was just 150k on conservatory. The audience on general left study and lounge completely clear. Let's see.
Okay, I'm feeling more assured now.
Let's see what's going to drop. Yes, pantry is the correct answer, and as you say, yes, the correct term in Cluedo would be the kitchen, followed also by ballroom, conservatory, billiard room, library, study hall, lounge, and dining room, plus the cellar, of course, where the solution is placed. Let's move the money back.
Phew.
And we say goodbye there to Lavender, Ninja Warrior Boy, Shadowmain, and WWM. Yeah, sorry to those that are finding bugs in the system. Cellar or staircase? I guess you're going down into the cellar via the staircase, I guess. I don't know. Or this is a secret passageway. One of those things. You are a survivor still, Matt. You're sitting there in 18th place, tied with not a jumble of numbers. There's still 14 players with that opening million doots. So yeah, if you're finding bugs, I apologise that you are finding them, but as I say, I can only do so much testing as one person.
Yeah.
And we've been stress testing this a lot. Like we've got 33 players on this board at the moment, so that's a lot more than I'm normally expecting. So yeah,
it's great that we're getting so many people coming.
It is great to have so many viewers playing along. It's just things are breaking more than they should be because of that. Apparently you were not in the game. Well, maybe you hit the button to agree to the game, WWM, because that's the only way you have been able to get in is to agree to that. 5 questions left to go, Matt. Still have 200k in play. Question number 4. Choose
I'm on row
from
9 now.
Choose from science and nature or languages.
Ooh. Okay. Chat, what do you think?
What do you think, chat? Science, nature, or languages? Drahuska wants science. Toadboy wants science, like he told me to. Toshi wants language, so does Clive. Royal Flush wants science. Catnip wants languages, so does Dupliss. Clive, you're saying you coward. Cetra go with frog, apparently. Ape saying languages is fun. Sophia says science. They're kind of 50-50 on this one.
That's a 50-50 split,
yeah. What do you want to go for?
Well, seeing as I took his advice last time and it paid off, I'm going to go with what Toadboy says, and I'm going to go with science.
Going to go science and nature. All right. So the 4 possible answers in the science and nature category are tin, antimony or antimony, sodium, tungsten.
Oh, please. This is what I think it is.
The question is this. Which of these chemical elements has a letter of its chemical symbol in its name?
Oh. Yes,
Which of
it is
these
what I think it is.
chemical elements has a letter of its chemical symbol in its name? It's a good one, that. I like that question.
Right. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Oh, God.
It's a very good question, this one. Go and find who wrote this one. Samster wrote this question. Thank you, Samster. Because I know that the factoids are going to be there. It's just like screaming out that there's going to be factoids. 15 seconds left. 10. What I would say, Shadowmane, if you're going to be playing from Twitch chat, then put down your split after the timer is up, just so that you're not giving away what you're answering. I know Matt, obviously, he's giving away because he's the featured player, but you're not, so you could still yield that until later. So, tin is what you've covered, Matt, with 200,000 dutes. What do you think tin's chemical symbol is?
I don't know if I'm getting them mixed up.
Do you know what any of these are?
And the annoying thing is, guess who proofed it?
Yes, you did. 1 week and 2 days ago. Well, let's see what... You can't remember?
I think it's SN.
You think tin is SN? Well, let's see where everyone else has played. The majority have put down on tin 10.525 million. The next one is tungsten with 3.2 million. Then it's antimony or antimony, 2.05 million. And then it's sodium at 350k.
Sodium, I think, is Na. I think.
You think? You know what tungsten and antimony or antimony are?
I had to reread the question just to make sure it didn't have a not in there.
It does not. It has just as it has.
RTFQ.
RTFQ, as we all say. Well, let's see what is going to drop. Antimony is out. That is SB. So it does not have an S or B in its name. The next to drop is sodium, which you correctly said is Na. And the last to drop...
No, that's not applicable.
...is tungsten. Tungsten is just W. Tin is, as you correctly said, SN. The N is in there in the name of tin. Let's move the money back. That was the key to finding that N. Well, what I would say, Saphira, is we're just going with the names that are displayed up on screen in that particular situation. So even though you may have had a different name, we were looking for this particular name that's listed. That's all. So on that,
I'll take that.
On that question, we lose Wouter, Lupine, Score Count, and Not a Jumble of Numbers, I believe. And we are left with 16 players still intact. And yes, you are currently in tied 12th place. There are still 9 players with their opening million dutes intact.
Actually, doing really well. Again.
I am doing well. I mean, I am looking up the factoids, but I am putting my money in before finding the factoids, so I am still playing this game legitimately.
Expect nothing less.
I would hope so, yes. So we go on to question number 5. We start dropping the drop zones now. So now we lose one of the drop zones. There's now only 3 possible answers. Still need to leave 1 drop zone clear, so you can only cover at most 2 possible answers. If you're ready, question number 5. Let's choose another category.
Comes up some.
Music or history?
God. Well, I'm definitely not going with music, having obviously seen the relevant dual stats for that. I am definitely not falling foul of that one. Yes, I'll go history, please.
Go for the history. All right.
Sorry, Ben. Sorry, Ben.
Will you be history after this question? We'll soon find out. The 3 possible answers in the history category are Dwight D. Eisenhower, Lyndon B. Johnson, John F. Kennedy. The question is this. The landmark decision in the US Supreme Court case Brown v. Board of Education, which ended racial segregation in public schools, was made during whose presidency?
Oh, boy.
Youch. Start moving your money.
Youch.
I got to think on this one. I don't know. Feck. Well, I'm splitting. The question is it as soon or as late? Well, I've put my answer in, so I'm now going to look for factoid information.
I mean, I guess this is one. If for a US player, this is probably going to be a lot easier.
Well, maybe 10 seconds left.
We get those mixes. Block based.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. So, Matt, you have split 100k each on Lyndon B. Johnson and Dwight D. Eisenhower, leaving John F. Kennedy clear. Why did you do that?
I just picked one to eliminate and went with the other 2.
Fair enough. And Toad Boy's saying yes, hi, I'm from the US and I have no idea. And Swiftly on the Tail saying, I know who it's not. Well, at least that'll give you a gimme, and you'll be able to then leave that drop zone clear, so you'd at least know to stay with some money. How did the remaining players go? Okay, so 8.65 million on Dwight D. Eisenhower, 1.25 million on Lyndon B. Johnson, and 525k on John F. Kennedy. So it looks like you might be still in with 100k after this question, Matt, unless, of course, the majority are wrong. Let's see.
Be, what? I'm trying to do the math now. That's about 9.9 million. That's going to drop if the minority are right and the majority are wrong, there would be 9.9 million. Yeah,
it'd be a lot to drop here. Yes. Let's see what's going to drop. You're leaving with some money at least. John F. Kennedy has dropped. Lyndon B. Johnson dropped. The correct answer is Dwight D. Eisenhower. This was decided in 1954, approximately a year and a half into Eisenhower's presidency. The case actually started in 52, which would have been outside of that, but the question was asking about the decision happened time, not when it was first brought as a legal case. Let's move your money back.
I think as Scooter Dust was saying in the chat, I think if you know the year, you can probably quite easily work it out.
That's the thing, is you need to know the year of this case and then match that up with your knowledge of presidencies and their times. Toad Boy is out. Silent Marine is out on that question. Rip to Toad Boy, yes. And we're left with
family.
Even with 0 dukes again. 14 players left in play. Matt, you're currently holding 13th place. You still have 100k to play with. Still have 4 stacks to play with. Duplis, Carl 7th, Samster, Scooter Dust, Tipster are the 5 remaining players with million dutes. I split 600, 400 on that particular answer, left with 600k. Let's go through the rest. Connor, you're on 900k. Royal Flush, 650k. I'm on 600k. Clive, you're on 500k. So etc. Toshi, the 4 squares, the 4 boxes, is on 175k. Drahuska, 150k. Matt, you're on 100k. And Ape, still surviving, 75k. We are now going on to question number 6. Let's pick another category. Video games or literature?
Well, bloody hell.
So
I am not touching video games with a barge pole.
hashtag what even is
I know
Shakespeare?
I know what the majority. I know what the majority of video game questions would be centered around if I went for that. So no, no score. If you're going to call me a traitor, absolutely not. So on that basis, score, you've got a red card for abusive language, and I'm going to go with literature.
Okay, literature you're going with, and the 3 possible answers in the literature category are: Strange Case of John and Charles, Strange Case of George and William, Strange Case of Henry and Edward. And the question is this: if Robert Louis Stevenson's 1886 novella Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde was instead titled using the characters' first names as opposed to their surnames, what would the book be called? Start with your money. I've got to think on this one now. I'm going to go with that. Let's do that, and
I remember seeing a Warner Brothers cartoon years ago when...
That's what I'm kind of going back, is like cartoon depictions of Jekyll and Hyde.
Was it Sylvester and Tweety did?
They probably did one. Tom and Jerry probably did one. Animaniacs probably did one. They all did one.
I remember seeing a door. It had Dr. something Jekyll. It had the initial. I'm just trying to recall that. And no.
Pinky the Brain also did, yes. 10 seconds left.
Do you know what? I'm going to go for it.
Whoops. I need to search.
Just got it across.
And that is time. So you have placed all of your remaining dutes on Strange Case of Henry and Edward. I'm just going to find...
Scooter Dust, yes!
What? What's that?
The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, yeah, I've seen that.
Excuse me, the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
I've got the DVD case sitting right above me, but I'm not going to look.
I'm just looking for some factoids. There are no factoids. You did proof this 3 weeks and 2 days ago, but you are indeed proving the fact that although you proof all the questions, doesn't necessarily sink in. Let's see if it did sink in, though. And if you're right, let's see how everyone else went. Well, the majority also going with Strange Case of Henry and Edward, 7.2 million. Then there's 750k on George and... Henry and Edward, should I say. Sorry, it's all these again. 7.2 million on Henry and Edward, 750k on George and William, 700k on John and Charles. Okay, let's see what's going to drop. It's fine, dude, please. It's just out of habit. I'm looking for factoids to see if there's any interesting stuff to talk about afterwards or not. Strange Case of George and William drops. Strange Case of John and Charles drops. The correct answer is Strange Case of Henry and Edward. Let's move that money back. Well, good thing I split. I just split the wrong way, unfortunately. I'm left with 100k. I'm tied with you now, Matt. There are 12 players left in. Drahuska and Cetra getting knocked out on that question from the looks of things. We still have 5 players with their opening million doots intact as we go on to question number 7, which is our last opportunity to split any doots.
Almost there. Come on.
Let's choose a category. Words and phrases or music? What's it going to be, Matt?
No, I'm not going to fall for the trap. I'm going to go words and phrases. I do not trust music in the slightest.
We are starting to get into the hard territory as well. So words and phrases it is. And the 3 possible answers in the words and phrases category are Rubik's Cube, Sudoku, Tangram. Question is this. What puzzle is known in Chinese as that, literally 7 boards of skill? Start moving your money.
Oh, man.
What puzzle is known in Chinese as, I guess, Qi Qiao Ban? Something like that? Or Qi Qiao Ban? Something like that? Literally 7 boards of skill. Qi Qiao Ban. Thank you, Duplis.
So, logically, the only one I can think of is it would be Tangram. Because Sudoku obviously is numbers 1 through 9. Rubik's Cube, there's 6 faces.
Qi Qiao Bing.
There's 6 faces. So,
15 seconds.
on that basis, as Sam's was saying, yeah, process of elimination.
10 seconds.
Chi Chao Bin.
Yeah, Qi Qiao Bane is the correct pronunciation according to Google at the very least. And Matt, you've put all of your remaining doots on Tangram, and it looks like everyone in the audience going the same way. There's nothing on Sudoku, nothing on Rubik's Cube.
So all out or all in?
All in or all out, as you say, yes. Let's see what's going to drop.
Oh, Abe, not after the break. Did I?
You may have done. Yes, the correct answer is Tangram. I have a bit of an in on this one because I created a module based around Tangrams for Keep Talking Nobody Explodes, except I extended the pattern. Traditionally, yes, Tangrams are 7 pieces, but I ended up adding Tangram squares of 7, 8 and 9 pieces. Let's move the money back. So, it's unchanged. The top 12 are still as they are. Duplis, Car 7th, Samster, Scooter Dust and Tipster all with their opening million. Connor 900k, Royal Flush 650k, Clive 250k, Toshi the 4 blocks 150k, Atbash and yourself Matt 100k, 8 Minky 50k. Keep talking and nobody Chi Chow Band. Yes, indeed. Do I have a collection of my Contain mods? I don't have a collection myself, but I'm certain if you were to look on the repository site and search for Bashley, you'll find what mine are. I recently added art appreciation. It's appreciating art. That's literally the task of the module. Not much else to say. So we go into the final question, Matt. You have survived up to question number 8 like your predecessors before you.
No pressure.
No pressure. We lose another drop zone. So there's now only 2 possible answers. You still need to leave 1 drop zone clear. So it's now all or nothing on one of the answers. Stare at this, Mona Lisa. I mean, that's basically kind of what it is, Ape, except it's slightly more abstract art. But yes, 50-50, all or nothing on this final question. But Matt, you do get to choose the category. TV and film or politics?
Oosh. Am I the only one that's not had a sports question tonight?
Sports have been evading the ref, yeah.
Yeah. think that's the story of the entire month for me. Oh. Yeah, well, thanks, Clive.
Politics is a game of sport, yeah. What's it going to be? TV and film or politics on the final question?
Sports. Maybe.
I mean, it could be.
Oh, do you know what? Why not? TV and film for the final question.
TV and film it is. So for the final time, the two possible answers in the TV and film category are... the one that's a weapon in Cluedo.
Oh.
The one that's a traditional birthstone.
Ooh.
And the question is this. Which of these films, directed by Alfred Hitchcock, was released earliest?
Bye.
Start moving your money. Which of these films, directed by Alfred Hitchcock, was released earliest? Was it the one that's a weapon in Cluedo, or the one that's a traditional birthstone? Youch. I don't know. I really don't know. But it's a great final question to have.
That's a horrible question to come up.
What am I going to go for? I'm going to go with that one. Screw it. I'm going to go with that one. I don't know. I'm going for that one. And that means now I can search for my factoids after I've locked in. Alfred Hitchcock.
God, I have not got a...
20 seconds left.
Sod's Law says I have proved this, but... oh my god.
We have 10 seconds.
So is this going to be the 24th?
5, 4, 3, 2,
Actually, no, it's not.
1. And that is time. So you have decided to put your remaining 100,000 doots on the one that's a weapon in Cluedo. Matt, do you have any clues what these are referring to?
No, basically.
You don't. So you don't know
I think...
which is the weapon. You don't know which is the traditional birthstone.
Birthstone, 1 in 12. Cluedo, I've got 1 in 6.
I mean, it doesn't really help you because you need to figure out what the titles are and then order them by
exactly.
date.
I have no idea.
Well, what I can say after looking at the factoids, it did pick the widest margin possible out of the 4 options that are actually written for the question. One of these was released in 1948. One of these was released in 1969.
Ow.
So quite a wide margin, but I don't know. Depends on if you can identify what they are in the first place.
And as Ape is alluding to, was it one that I proved?
Yes, it was. 2 months and 2 weeks ago. It was pretty much literally after Ape had written the question from the looks of things. And the split is this: 2.8 million on the traditional birthstone, 4.3 million on Cluedo. This question is fully ambiguous, you say. Care to enlighten me as to why it's an ambiguous one? I can't reverse the results of this question, unfortunately, but we are stuck in where we are. Let's see.
So let me know when 100,000 whatever happens then.
Let's have a look. I'm just Googling it anyway.
It is ambiguous. That actually falls back on me because obviously I proved it.
Okay. Yeah, I can see where you're going, Ben. So, yeah, this is going to be an interesting one. I will say that. All I'd say is that full title you told me actually a birthstone? That's all I'm going to say. Because obviously, just singular word of that is. Yeah. Okay. Well, it is what? Just the singular word or the full title as a birthstone? That's all I'm going to say. Anyway, let's see what's going to drop.
Let's reveal,
Yeah.
so then we can discuss after.
Have you survived the million doot drop? As was provided by the particular question that was written here.
Maybe not.
You did survive. So in the particular factoids we had here, the Cluedo weapon was rope in 1948, and the birthstone in question is topaz, released in 1969. The only sticking point is Spanish jade is also technically up there, that Hitchcock directed in 22. However, the whole thing of whether that is a traditional birthstone or not is the thing that's up in the air.
And also, I would have thought if that was the correct answer, I would expect it to have the one that contains a traditional birthstone.
I mean,
if the film was
yeah,
fair enough, but I would say it's because it's not the Spanish jade. I'd say no.
I'm not seeing that it's a traditional birthstone anyway, so that would have discounted it. And plus, Spanish jade full title isn't a birthstone in its own right, whereas topaz full title is. That's all I'm going to say. So
I understand why Ben has raised that issue.
It's a sticking point. So in theory, that would have put in a question whether or not that would have gone through as an actual question. But that's only because of other knowledge outside of the information provided in the factoids. That's all. So you do win. You do win on the question that you approved. You have survived the million doot drop. Matt win. I didn't win. I did not survive the million doot drop.
No. So I'm the best out of the three wise men then.
Yeah, keep saying that.
Well, you do better on duel.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
I do better on doot drop and score. Oh dear.
The squad's just saying oi. So congratulations to Car 7th, Samster and Tipster. You survived with a full million doots. Connor, you survived with 900k. Clive with 250k. Matt, you survived with 100k. And Ape, you survived with 50k. Congratulations.
I'm donate all my doots to Toad's family.
So yeah, a bit of a sticky point on that last one there, but still a decent question anyway. And I think given the way it was worded, it was still okay. Just a slight ambiguity about it. But I hope you had fun there, Matt, as the final feature player tonight.
Yeah, it's actually nice to be actually getting to play the games now, as well as obviously doing proofing and the sort of behind the scenes stuff as well. So yeah, enjoyed it very well. Thanks very much for having me on here.
No worries. And I hope all of you out there had fun with this stream. I know there were some extension issues, but that's all down to mainly extra throughput from the looks of things, and it just sort of denying some of the responses coming through. These things, as I say, will happen. It's just trying to find the issues in the first place and then fixing them. And the only way that I can find these issues is by playing the game with multiple people. And the only way that I can do that really is by doing the live stream itself. So if you do encounter issues, that's I apologise for that. But do let me know, because that's the only way I'll be able to fix it, is by you letting me know what the problems are so that I can fix them. And if you do let me know what they are, give me as much detail as you can, because although you might be glossing over some details and that, don't do that, because those details could matter in whether the bug is a thing or not and how to fix it. That's all I'm going to say. As a programmer, it's good to know more information than it is to know less information. If you just say, it doesn't work, that tells me nothing. If it tells me, it doesn't work because I did this, in this order, this, then I can go, all right, so you did this, there's the problem. Okay. Yeah, it's just being a professional programmer and all that. So that's going to be it this evening. Well, that's the thing, Sophie, is that we always try to encourage players to not cheat anyway. We know we can't really enforce that in any particular fashion, but it's just on good behaviour. This is why the points that you get don't really matter, because if they did matter, that would incentivise people to cheat in certain ways to be able to earn money in that, and that just it just disrupts everything. So it's just we all like to play without cheating, and the way these questions are written, sometimes that's a good way of working around a cheat anyway. So long as everyone is on best behaviour, then that's fine. And that's gonna be it really for me. Cheating is zero rewards, exactly. If you cheat, you're just cheating yourself. You're just ruining the game for yourself, rather than knowing whether you know the answer or not. You're just going, oh, Google knows the answer. Whatever, Google wins. So that's gonna be it for this evening. Ben, you've got Quarren stream tomorrow, if I recall correctly. You're sitting in chat at the moment. You've got some Quarren stream stuff. Nightbot is being particularly slow tonight for some reason. Double Quarren stream, in fact, yes, because you've got the afternoon stream and the evening stream, 2 p.m. and 10 p.m. GMT. So yeah, 2 p.m. For some countdown stuff. I think that's the one I'm hosting, isn't it, Ben? Is the 2 p.m. one, right? I think so. And then 10 p.m. is going to be a mix of blockbusters and countdown stuff, I think. 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. Correction, 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. GMT. 2 p.m. is all countdown, and 8 p.m. I think is a mixture of countdown and blockbusters and stuff. And then afterwards, I think if Egg is still around and can do it, and if Yushi's around, which I think he is, then we may be coming back to my stream afterwards to fill in one of the dual Truel episodes that we need to do. So yeah, as Ben's saying, then our duel. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of a mad Saturday. If you're not busy, then there'll be some game show stuff at 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. over a Royal Flush, and then I'll be on afterwards after 8 p.m. Probably something like 10 p.m. over here doing one of the dual episodes. I don't know Duplis, because I think Itogi, it'll be really way too late for Itogi. And White Shadow, it'd probably be morning for White Shadow by that point, but I think it'd be too late for Itogi being in Russia, so I don't know. So thank you very much, everyone. Hope you had fun, and I will be seeing you tomorrow, because I'll be hosting Countdown over on Ben's stream. If I don't see you then come back on Wednesday for maybe 1,000 Heartbeats, maybe not, I don't know, depends on whether I decide to change the schedule or not, or whether to do double 1,000 Heartbeats or not, because I've got the Rufus Town thing on the Friday with 1,000 Heartbeats. So stuff happening. Catch you later. Bye.